I decided tonight to jazz things up with the intro and go all happy with the intro music tonight because we're all happy as West Ham fans at the moment. Any objections to that?
No, you're right, mate.
I couldn't grumble.
Couldn't
keep
grumble.
going with it, mate.
Yeah, we are certainly doing okay. We'll get into a few subjects, and the main important part of the show tonight could be a quick 15-20 minute show. Is Q&A, as it says in the title. So if you want us to discuss something, get it in to the chat. We're going to talk about Lingard, the game last night, and things going forward. A few guests tonight. Firstly, Jordan, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you, Jake?
Not too bad. Still a little bit gutted about last night, but it is what it is in the end. John, a new guest on the channel, so everybody please welcome Andrew. Andrew, how are you?
Yes, not too bad, Jake. Thanks very much. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. And Mike, as always, how are you, my man?
Yeah, good. I've had a day off today, mate, so I've been relaxing, and I've lost a bit of weight today.
Always lovely, isn't it? Always lovely to get a trim. But can anyone make Morrison's at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning? I'm guessing that's aimed at Mike.
I wish I could, but I can't in the morning, I'm afraid. I'm otherwise engaged. We do enjoy our breakfast down there, mate, don't we?
We do, that's for sure. But a couple of things to talk about. Let's get on in with it. And let's start with the game last night. Bit of a roller coaster, Jordan, wasn't it? And only a West Ham thing to do was that at the end. So unlucky.
Yeah, but I think looking at on the balance of play, I think it was a fair result, to be fair, because they absolutely peppered us first half, to be fair. We didn't start at all. So, but yeah, it was disappointing, the fact that we turned it around. But that's what I wanted to say, really. The main thing is it's nice to see West Ham coming back from losing positions. Something that we haven't done for, as long as I've been a West Ham fan. We rarely come back if we go a goal or two down. So the amount of points we've picked up this year, and even last night, coming back from a losing position. So it's a huge positive. But you can't be too hard on the guys because, they're bound to have a bad half or a bad game at some point. But I think it was a fair result. It's another game we didn't lose. So I'm not disappointed with the result last night.
Andrew, when we look at it, and everybody was really not too happy after the first half. But when you sit back, there's probably the one half of football that we've almost looked a little bit like the old West Ham again so far this season. And, that was our second team as well. So in the end, to come back, I thought we did really, really well. And there's still positives to take out of it, that's for sure, from last night. Oh, Andrew, there.
Sure. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think it says, as Jordan said, I think it says a lot about a team when they can come back from behind. Shows, there was elements of the old West Ham there, but again, I think it was quite a fair result in the end, to be fair. And I think it's a positive coming back. You're getting a goal, and then coming equal, I think can only be seen as a positive.
Yeah, definitely. And Mike, to be honest, I think it probably was a fair result because it's the first time this season where I've sat back and think, crikey, we really haven't been very good in this first half. And we showed character. We brought on the big guns in the second half, and you could tell. We said it on the review last night, just like that, it clicked.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, we was always going to get a bump in the road somewhere, weren't we? And I mean, that wasn't such a bad thing, I don't think, because we're not going to win every game easily. This is European football. I mean, these teams are no mugs. I mean, it's a good thing that we've had to taste this. Do you know what I mean? The poor half, and had to come back from it, and gone away from home, and a crowd, sort of against a good crowd. I mean, all these things are good experience. We're picking up experience every time we play these games, and we're learning from it. I still think that. I think that we ought to really go for it. I think this Europa League is there for us if we really have a good crack at it. And hopefully we get the result in the next game, and then maybe we can, rest a few then. But I just hope we have a real crack at this.
So let's take some more comments and see who is in the chat tonight. Evening, everybody. Pete, Simon, hope you are well. Kent, hope you're well. Lingard is a no-brainer if it can happen. We'll get onto that a little bit later on. let's scroll down. James from the Anvil, I hope you are well. Kent says, I'm not worried about last night. A point, always a good point away from home, and we are almost there, so no big worry. Yeah, that's for sure. Firmino is out on Sunday because of a hamstring injury, so that's a boost. Maybe, but then I suppose they've got Diego Jota to bring off the bench, who isn't in bad form to slot into his space. But yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Sharky, I hope you are well, my friend. A draw was fair, I'd say. Yeah. I think most people would have taken a point at half time. That's for sure. When we were 1-0 down and getting peppered, but Benrahma was on fire. That's for sure. But we go into Sunday now. We're not going to go into it massively, but Jordan, are you going into the game with any sort of mindset that you fear Liverpool?
Well, with the way they're playing, yeah, as well as we're playing, I wouldn't be disappointed if we lose the game, because Liverpool are just another animal at the minute. Really, they're a very well-oiled machine. I think we'll give them a better go than we did last year. We showed them too much respect last year. So as long as West Ham have a go at them, I'll be happy with that. If we're expected to lose the game, so there is no pressure on us. So sometimes that does work in our favour when we play the bigger sides. But I'm not going to be annoyed if we lose this game, because look at the way Liverpool are playing at the minute. Like, nobody's stopping them currently. So I wouldn't be. I know Brighton did get a point last week, to be fair. So there is perhaps a bit of optimism there for us. But for me, the most thing I'm looking for is the performance. As long as we have a go at them, if we can get a result, that's a bonus. But as long as we play well and have a go at them, I'll be happy.
Yeah. I think that's most people's mindset going into it. But definitely, Andrew, we're not going into it. Would you say with crikey? If we concede 3, we've done all right. If we don't get up into the 4s and 5s like we have done in previous years. But we don't think like that anymore. We are a new West Ham, Andrew.
I think the game, it'll be a difficult game for sure, but the game's there to be won. I could see it going either way, and hopefully it goes our way. So I don't think we'll be going into it in the game to lose at all. And as Jordan said, it'll be nice to see us go out and give it a go, and the result will be what it will be.
Mike, I don't think any of us will be disappointed if we give it a good go and we play well, and Liverpool are just too good for us on the day. That's very possible, but I've just got a sneaky feeling that we can grab a point out of this. If we win, we'll be an absolute dreamland, but I think most people would take a point off Liverpool now, because they just seem to be unstoppable. But Brighton drew, so it's a human game and human things happen, so they're not completely unstoppable.
Yeah, mate. I mean, like the lads have just said there, I just want us to have a crack at them, really. I need us to put in a performance, not to sit back, not to show them too much respect, and have a go. I mean, we haven't lost by more than 2 goals for a long time now. And I think as long as we keep it nice and tight, we got to keep Salah quiet. He's the danger, no doubt. But, I mean, we can cause teams problems. If we get Benrahma on fire, Antonio, they're still going to be fearing our front 3 or 4, aren't they? I mean, they really are, and they know what we can do. They know we're well organised. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be close, but as long as we give it a proper crack, it's a bit of a free hit, really, in a way.
Yeah, I mean, they've got Mo Salah there. In the past, you see Mo Salah on that team sheet and think, oh dear. But this season, I sit there and think we've got Kurt Zouma there, and I think Kurt Zouma can contain him as well as anybody in the Premier League on his day currently. So Salah worries me, but I think Kurt Zouma can definitely put a halt to his unstoppableness. That's not even a word, but it is now. Let's take some of your comments. You've got to respect Liverpool, but show no fear and have a go. That is for sure. Yeah, evening, Phil. I hope you are well. And Jota is playing better up front for Liverpool. So yeah, they've got plenty of players that are gonna, fear us in a way. But we'll go in with it. But Jesse Lingard, a bit late to the party, I know. But let's switch things round. Mike, it's been reported that Jesse Lingard's getting bored of sitting on the bench at Man United. Who knew?
Well, mate, he's just lost his England place, hasn't he? You know, he's just lost his England place, and if he'd have stayed with us, I'm sure he'd still be in that squad. I mean, it's done him no good at all. He's listened to Ollie. Ollie's obviously told him he's going to get more game time, but everyone knew he wouldn't. Signed Ronaldo. That was the end of that, wasn't it? Really. I mean, they've already got Fernandes. You can't. I don't think they can even play Fernandes, Lingard, you know, and Ronaldo together in that team. He made a mistake, really. I think he should have realised that he's got to go. But hey, it may work out right for us, because in January we might get him a lot cheaper than we would have had to pay for him in the summer.
Yeah, definitely. Andrew, Jesse Lingard, he's given to you now for £10 million. Are you taking it?
I would take him. I thought he was brilliant for West Ham, and I think his intention was to play out of his socks, which he did, and then go back to Man U and play for the first team. Fortunately, that hasn't quite worked out for him, is it? But I think he's a good signing either way, and he really does bring a different element of play to the game. So I think if we can get him back for a bit cheaper, great.
Yeah. To be fair, we all knew if he was going back to Man United, Jordan, that he wasn't going to be playing week in, week out. I mean, Sancho sat on the bench for £74 million, for goodness sake. He's just never going to get game time. He's getting restless, and even I think he's told his agent, that is his brother, that he misses West Ham in a way. And whether that's true or not, I don't know, but it just seems like a no-brainer, as Kent said earlier on, to sign this man up. If it's 10, 15 million pounds, I think we've got to do it in January.
I think, yeah, whatever they ask for, as long as it's not too unreasonable, given the length of his contract, we just need to pay it. Because then it's just that extra element we've got, extra squad depth. I mean, we've done well with what we've got. You know, we've rotated the squad well this year. But yeah, we need to get Lingard in. We do need to get a striker in to take the pressure off Antonio, but also put him under a bit of pressure to keep performing. Because he is the first name on the team sheet, aside from Rice, if he's fit. But yeah, I'm not surprised Jesse's bored. I mean, I would be bored sat on the bench with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as your manager, to be fair. I don't rate him as a manager. And he's looking at how well West Ham are going under Moyes. You know, we're in the European competition and doing well, and you know, we're in the top four. We're joint third at the minute. So we're a very interesting proposition, I think, to a lot of players, not just Jesse, come January.
Definitely, yeah. But there's a puzzle that we have got to piece together now, because we've got starting or you know, that are starting and have got the possibility of breaking through in this kind of front four area that we've got. We've got Mikel Antonio, Pablo Fornals, Jarrod Bowen, Said Benrahma, Nikola Vlasic. I don't think you put Andrei Yarmolenko in that category. I think he's purely a backup for Europa League and domestic cup games. But you add Jesse Lingard to that. That's 5 or 6 there. He's not going to be starting every week, even when he comes to West Ham, though. Anyone want to comment on that?
Yeah, I think he'll start more and he won't, though, mate. I think if he comes to us, I think he won't be like playing 10% of the games like he's playing at Man United at the moment. He'll be playing 80% of the games. So it'd be a totally different for him. I think he's, yeah, like I say, Jake, we've been lucky though so far. We've had no injuries. Touch some wood here, mate. But yeah, we have been very lucky. I know Yarmolenko and Vlasic this week, but they're not first picks, are they? So we've been lucky that we haven't lost an Antonio or Rice or whatever. So we do need more depth in the squad, and I'd certainly want them back.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's head into the chat and see what you guys are saying. I'd love Lingard to come back. Yeah, so would I. I have it in good faith that Jesse will return to us in January. 28. See, this is the point. £28 million in the summer and getting for 10 million in January. It's great business.
Yeah.
Jordan is great business when you sit back and think about it.
Yeah, when you look at it like that, I don't know whether West Ham were playing the long game with it. I don't think he was ever going to come back in the summer. I know all the papers were linking us to him, but with being a West Ham fan, we're linked to everybody. I know it looked like Jesse was certain to come back, but I think initially Solskjaer said to him, you're going to potentially get more game time. I think they tried to tie him down to a new contract, and that's not worked. So, it's a win-win for West Ham, really, to get him back for a cut price deal in January.
Definitely. Happy birthday, Alexa. You're still useless and can't answer a basic question. Thanks for that, Simon. Holly Jam Jar has sold Jesse out, and Jesse knows it. Players have to rotate and will play some and won't play some games. And it's good to have 2 to 3 players fighting for places. It is, and we're seeing that in the right back position. That is for sure. But just one more player that I want to talk about. Saeed Benrahma, and Andrew, I'll come to you first. He bagged 2 goals last night. Is this the start of us seeing the Saeed Benrahma that we thought that David Moyes saw when he bought him about a year ago?
Let's hope so for us, for our sake. I mean, it will definitely give him a little bit of confidence for sure. So hopefully he can sort of lean on that, and if he can get some more goals like that, that'd be great for West Ham.
Definitely. He did really well last night, but Mike, can he take this on to, put a big performance and a big statement performance on Sunday and keep it going? Because that's the key now for Benrahma. We know it's in him, but it's just getting it out on a regular basis.
It's a confidence thing, mate. He just needs confidence. I'm thinking, someone said it, I can't remember, one of the players said it. He's one of those players you've got to give him a pat on the back and say, if you play well today, we'll win this game. And I used to have a manager that used to say that to me, but I knew very well he went around and told everyone that in the team. But joking aside, he is one of them that needs a pat on the back, and you've got to put an arm around him, and you've got to keep his confidence up. And when he's got his confidence up, you've seen how he played last night. He is capable of that. The boy is capable of winning games for us. If he score goals like that, I'm sure he will get better and better. But it's just he needs a couple of goals, a couple of assists, some confidence, and he'll be away. I really do think he'll start bagging a few.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Jordan, anything else you want to add to that?
Whilst we're on the subject of Benrahma, it just makes me rewind to when everybody was kind of slating him, or a lot of people were slating him when he first joined, and look at him now. You don't see, people hating on him as much now. And I think Vlasic will come good. Obviously he's a different kind of player to Benrahma, but I think the same will be with Vlasic. We need to give him 6 months to a year to settle in, and I think we'll be having the same conversation in a year's time, or hopefully anyway. But I can see it with Vlasic. But with Benrahma, it's good to see him playing to his potential. We knew he had it in him, but it's just a matter of settling in and getting the confidence behind him.
Definitely, yeah. Let's take a couple of comments. Benrahma needs a run of performances. He's a game changer. Last night did remind me of his Brentford form. Yeah, definitely that second half, he really came into his own, and you can tell when players are fearing for him because they were nudging him off the ball, fouling him, pulling his back, pulling his shirt. It was, they were doing anything and everything to try and stop him. But there we go. That's what I've had planned in the show. Is any of you free? Anything else you'd like to talk about in terms of West Ham at the moment? Oh, silence.
Honestly, I just think that, like a lot of people were moaning about Souček and that last night. I mean, that guy, I hate seeing that because he's been so good for us. And I just hope he turns up, scores a winner on Sunday, and we'll shut a few of them up.
We've got to allow players to have a bad game every now and then.
Of course you have.
Certain fans are too... what's the word? Sometimes they ask too much. They are human, so they are going to make mistakes. But look, generally, 99% of the games we've played this year, we've been fantastic. Even the games we've lost. If Noble would have scored that penalty, and if we would have defended that free kick against Brentford, we'd be unbeaten in the league. So I think every now and then a player's entitled to a bad game, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. And Andrew, to finish off, do you think that the Souček slating that we've seen from a minority of West Ham fans is unfair?
I think it's unfair, but I think sometimes us as West Ham fans, we are quick to judge. From previous years, I think sometimes it's almost what we do. So unfortunately, you get that. But I mean, look at the results. It speaks for itself. And what a good time to be a West Ham fan.
Exactly. And we will end it there on a perfect note from Andrew. Thank you very much, Jordan, Mike, and Andrew for coming on tonight.
No worries. Thank you.
All right,
for having
thanks
us.
for having us.
Thank you very much. And from us three, come on, you irons. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone in the chat for getting involved, and I will catch you tomorrow night for a Liverpool preview, where we will go more in depth into the Liverpool game. But yeah, I'll catch you the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.
See you there, guys.